The following is an interview and conversation with my client Ben. Firstly, it's worth mentioning that working full-time in the corporate world while maintaining a balance with one's personal life will often leave most people with no time or energy for their health. For those who do invest time and energy into their health, a lot still aren't getting the results that they want. This can lead to doubting that it's even possible and one feeling like they're wasting their time. Most Australian men are overweight and unfit. These negative outcomes are the norm. However, they do not need to be, and there are effective ways to make real change. For Ben, despite having a demanding career, he was making an effort to train and be health conscious. However, he still wasn't performing at the level he wanted, and while he was making some progress, a change was needed to get to the fit, athletic physique that he now has. Ben and I were connected by a mutual friend in late 2023 and started working together. I updated Ben's training to a more effective protocol and introduced science and structure to his nutrition, both of which quickly started yielding results. While working together for about 9 months, Ben dropped 17 kilograms, gained nutrition knowledge, hit strength PBs, gained lean muscle, developed willpower, and achieved a fit, athletic physique. We did this while he maintained both his professional and personal life. As previously mentioned, most Australian men are overweight and unfit. Ben has jumped from this low health bracket all the way up to the high performing few. He typifies what it is to be a fit urban professional and showcases what's possible with a bit of effort and the right strategy. I need to thank the very talented photographer and videographer who helped to make Ben's photo shoot and this recording happen, my dear friend Sahan De Silva. For more on Ben's journey, other clients' journeys, Sahan's services and my services, follow the information in the description or go to fiturbanpro.com. Amazing. Okay. Welcome back to sitting down.
I know, it's good to be here.
It is good to be here. So, well, let's jump right in from very free form here. From the start of, before you and I even meeting up, what would your lowest weigh-in be, actually? Might as well start there. What's like peak?
In terms of like, my lowest in my life would have been like 69 kilos, like years ago.
Okay.
But obviously before you, I weighed in at probably about 96.
Yeah.
Kilos.
And then 96.
Yeah.
And what would that have been? So 2023, what month would that have been roughly?
So that would have been around the September, August mark of 2023.
Were you going up in weight?
Yeah. Up until that point, I was moving up in weight because I was eating out a lot.
Okay.
Having a lot of
Were you weighing yourself though?
Not religiously. Actually, yes, I was probably weighing myself every day at the gym. I was going to say not religiously, but every day I would get to the gym and then weigh.
That's funny because I actually didn't even know this. So then, but you were gymming even from the start of last year?
Yep. I've always had like a pretty consistent discipline with gymming and running, but probably lacked the plan and the detail to make something, to keep tracking in the results and like making something more significant. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's actually something we touched on at the start, like very early on when we first started chatting. But that's interesting to me, and I guess we've probably touched on it very early on. Yeah. More than 6 months ago now. Yeah. But from the start of last year to when we first touched base, when would that have been? September?
Yeah,
October?
We probably started mid-September, I reckon.
Okay.
Around that point. So I think it's like the 14th of September or something around then, midpoint.
Because Leon...
Yeah, Leon was in.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Leon. And then... Yeah. But I'm curious now that you've mentioned that, because I actually didn't know that gaining weight, like, through the year, was that part of a goal, or you were just kind of doing it?
No, it was just, you
were like, oh, crap.
I was working out every day and just weight was coming on.
Yeah.
Just
what do you think?
Not making healthy food choices, and I think life wasn't great. Like, had a partner at the time, and it wasn't really tracking too well. Actually, this is being recorded, and I'll be careful what I say. They were lovely, they're great, but it just wasn't ideal, and so I wore a lot of that in myself. Yeah. In terms of my own weight and everything else. Yeah.
And then, what would have your daily, like, what would an average week or an average day have looked like? Let's say the first half of last year versus the back.
Yeah. First half of last year, I probably would have worked very long days, starting work 7:30 or 8 a.m. and working till 7, and then going to the gym and trying to smash out a sesh. But no real set plan. Like the planning I had was like split up my days into the different muscle groups,
Body
but
part split.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like same routine. Wasn't really tracking where my weights were going.
Yeah.
Kind of kept the same thing every week.
Yeah.
It was like a good routine, but not really seeing any results
Yeah.
in
And
terms of gains.
what was different food-wise then? Because by the sounds of it, that's probably the main...
food,
that sounds like it's a big difference.
I didn't track it. I just ate what I wanted when I wanted, and it was like, oh, if it seems healthy, then it's fine.
Okay, so you're still conscious
Aware
of, like,
of
you're
it,
still trying to eat well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Monday to Friday, I tried to eat well, but then on the weekends, I would probably have the time of my life,
Yeah.
enjoy myself,
Yeah.
and be like, oh, it's fine. I work out at the gym, so it's not bad. I can eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
then that eating whatever you want then turns into 96 kilos, and you're like, okay, this is not quite.
Yeah. What about
Yeah.
drinking though? As well.
Drinking was a big part of my life.
Yeah. I think it's a big part of a lot of people's lives.
Yeah. I probably.
And it might be a big part of my life again at some point in the future.
Maybe.
But like,
There's nothing wrong with it.
no,
but
it's
like,
not. It's
I definitely drank
a lifestyle
more
thing though.
Drank more then than I do now, in terms of balance.
Was there a marked difference from when you and I first started working together, prior to that, and then after that, with drinking? Or do you think the main thing driving change for you is actually structure with food?
I think structure with food was a big one, but also just like every area of my life, I wanted to improve it, work it out,
Yeah.
make things better. Life was kind of stagnant and stalling, and I was like, what I really need to do is get on a plan and make healthy life choices. So part of that was like food, and actually work out plans that tracked where I was going, and actually I could then mark my progress and improve things, and also cut down on alcohol and anything else that might be not good for my health in terms of like food and whatever else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So,
And it's getting all of that in alignment that then...
what was it like when Leon reached out to you though?
Yeah.
How did that go? Because it sounds like it's kind of all just
It was just
stars have
well-timed.
aligned for the both of us.
Absolutely. It was just well timed. So I, at that point, was like, I need to get serious. I didn't tell Leon that I was looking to get serious or track anything, but I was like, I really need to reach out to like a PT. I was thinking about reaching out to one at my gym,
Yeah.
but never got round to it.
Mm.
And then Leon was like, oh,
You were just chatting.
yeah, he just
Yeah.
like gave me a buzz one day on his... He
He rang you.
Yeah.
I guess you... Yeah,
he,
okay.
he rings, he's like, oh, I've got this mate guy. He's like, he was good for me.
Yeah.
We did a program together, and I lost like X amount. Leon can tell you that because it's not for me to disclose.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, he's really good. He's really supportive. I think you would benefit from the connection.
Yeah.
So he's like, can I give your contact details to him? And I was like, yeah, sure, go. And then I think you rang me or connected on Messenger or something.
Yeah.
one of those two. And then
Wow.
the rest
Thank
is
you,
history.
Leon. Yeah. Okay, and so that was mid-September.
2023.
So
Yeah.
you would have been about 96 kilos.
I think at that
maybe
point,
a bit before
I was
then.
probably about 93.
Yeah,
like
I think it
I
was 93
turned
when
the
we
corner.
started.
Yeah.
But maybe a month before or a couple months before you'd lost a couple kilos
Just
by
a
the
few.
sounds of it?
Yeah. Just from like changing.
Okay, so there was a few
Choices,
little
yeah.
changes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Enter us. You and I
Yes.
start chatting.
Yes.
Reflecting back now,
Mhm.
what does like the early stages look like?
I think the early stages, it's an adjustment.
Yeah.
Like, as someone that had a fairly good discipline with working out and thinks that they know what they're doing, it's hard to adjust to a new plan and trust the
totally.
science of it, going like, oh, this is different to what I'm used to, but I just had to stick at it, and then you get the results by sticking to the plan.
Yeah. What did
Yeah.
that feel like?
Good when you get results. It's like, oh, you can see the progress.
Yeah.
You can see the noticeable difference, like
Yeah.
in all of it. Yeah.
But is that just with exercise or with the nutrition?
Nutrition.
Which was easier?
For me, the exercise was easier because I was already used to the routine, but the adjusting to the food probably took a week or two because it's like a new routine, lower calories at that point in time.
Do you remember how you felt then with lower calories? With
Hungry.
different food?
Hungry and tired. And like getting to your workout and being like, I really want to eat, but I've got to smash it out.
Yeah.
Because my
What
reward
got you
for
through?
smashing it out is my last meal at the end of the day.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Having a big last meal.
also like wanting to achieve my goal. And I was like, if I don't do this, then I won't hit my goal.
Yeah. Was it hard mentally then?
There were some days that I was like, I don't want to do this, but I just
Early on?
Yeah, but I just started it. I was like, if I just start the first exercise,
Yeah.
I just then clicked into gear and got the rest done.
Yeah.
Or started with the really big compound exercise first.
Yeah.
I was like, well, if I get my squats done or I get my bench done, the rest is easy.
Okay.
Fly through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When in your days though, so like let's say first month.
Yeah.
When's the hardest part in any given day in that first month? Like, are you really hungry in the morning?
Mid-afternoon.
Okay.
That
was a good. You were like,
straight away.
Yeah, you knew.
It's the 3 p.m. in the afternoon where you're like, I really want to go have like a biscuit or something.
Yeah.
But I've
Would
got
there
to really...
normally be stuff like that at work, or like would that have been a previous?
Previously, I would have just eaten it because I'm like, oh, I'm working out, I can afford it. Like
Yeah.
that's where I think my previous nutrition would have fell down.
Yeah.
Like just eating whatever I wanted because I'd be like, oh, I can eat this
No.
at that time because I
It's all
work
good.
out. Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
And then the reward is that like in my schedule anyway, I got to 4 p.m. and I could have that third meal or whatever it was. Yeah, the third meal and be like, yes, good.
Yeah.
This will carry me through to the
Well,
workout.
I think what has been good third meals?
My
for us?
favourites?
Yeah.
I really like the strawberry and cottage cheese.
That's a win, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a win.
Have you
It's
been
like
putting
sugary.
the stevia on it too?
Love it.
Yeah.
It feels like you're cheating, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Really, I had to change on the software that I've got. I had a mess up in the recipe where
Yeah.
it was actually, it's like 1 teaspoon per 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Right. I think I accidentally had like 1 teaspoon per rice.
Oh,
cake
wow,
At
that's
one point,
heaps.
and it was like, I think it was Lucas actually,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, it's like I like it, but it's like
Really
it tastes
sweet.
like grainy. It
Yeah.
was like chewing. It was almost like eating stevia, and it's like not bad.
Yeah.
It's not low.
It's very
There's no
distinct
calories,
anyway.
like-
No. Yeah.
But he was like, "Oh, I don't really. Can I have it without the steam?" I'm like, "Yeah, if you want." Like, what's wrong with it? He's like, "Oh, it's like I'm eating like salt almost." I'm like chewing.
I can see that. If you have too much of it,
Yeah.
I can absolutely see that.
It is totally a hack. Okay, and filling.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's kind of first month then.
Yeah.
I actually think we did really well. Basically,
Drops quick.
yeah, we dropped very quickly.
Yeah.
What do you think is the reason for that? What do you put that down to?
I stuck to the plan. I didn't do anything different. Whatever you said to do, I did it. And then it all lined up.
Well, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
But I'll give everyone a plan, and not
Yeah.
everyone can stick to it. Like,
Yeah.
what has helped you do that? And it's not like you've got it easier or harder. Everyone's got their own thing.
Mm,
But like, clearly you've gone, oh, this is hard. I'm hungry.
mm,
This sucks. This is a change. Is it mental? Is it physical?
mm.
What do you put that down to?
I think for me, I'm someone that I stick to my goals, so I had the goal in mind. And when I could see the numbers dropping and the progress being made, I was like, I think that locked me in even more. So like in those like
Mm,
3 p.m. moments where I was like, I'd really just want a snack.
yeah.
I just I was like, the figures are going so well, and where I
Yeah.
want them to go. So I've just got to like stick in and do that. So yeah, I think that's why. I think seeing the results and logically thinking through, yes, I might want something now, but I'm seeing the progress, so
Yeah.
I've got to stick at it.
Okay, that's good.
Mm.
And is that pretty similar the whole way?
Yep.
Okay. What are the highlights and lowlights of the entire process?
Highlights are the variety of food.
Yeah.
So like cooking all these different types of food that you would probably think is like cheating, but it's not. Like it fits
Mm.
the plan. And
Yeah.
it's all normal
Yeah.
food you can get from the supermarket, cook
Yeah.
up easy. I think that's a highlight, that you can eat a broad range and it's not just boring chicken and rice or something every day.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Low light, I don't know.
Heart, honest,
I don't know.
brutal honesty is what we need.
I think wanting to eat. I think mentally it's hard some days.
Yeah.
If you're on a calorie cut, you can get in your head.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the lowest points, where you're like being pressured at work, pressured at home, and then all you want to do is eat food. But you're mentally you've got to really lock into your mental game. All the youngins at work, they've got this phrase with like, you got to lock in. It's like the new thing.
Yeah.
So, like, you got to lock in and make that happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think 90 to 99% of the time, you've been pretty locked in though.
Yeah, I tried my best.
What does it look like when you don't? When like if there's a slip or it's like I just whatever it is
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I literally and we're like it's fine.
Yeah.
Because I think hopefully you felt like that. There's been many times where we're
Yeah.
like it's fine. Like we're not going to have it hit a PB every week.
No. I think you've been very supportive in that sense that if I have slipped up and ate a wrong meal, you're very encouraging
Hopefully,
and to
that's what I
beat me
want
up
to be.
about it.
But
So that's good. I think that helps because it means that I know in my mind if I do slip up, I'm not going to be punished or shamed. So
Mm.
like that's a good thing because it means I'm not afraid of slipping up. Because I think if you're afraid of it, you're
it almost makes it worse.
correct. Or you might in your head go, you might end up slipping up because you're like
Yeah.
pressured not to.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you know you can, that you won't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that takes the pressure off.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
What does it feel like slipping up though? Like I think that's such a common.
Like
thing.
having a biscuit in the afternoon or whatever.
Yeah.
Or not like a biscuit, but like having an extra cheat meal maybe in the
Yeah.
week and
Yeah.
not beating yourself up about it.
Yeah.
I never really did that though, but
Yeah.
I think recently I probably had a few more meals than what I probably should have, but it's because the progress is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. I think
Yeah.
we've done so well. What if you could go back? Let's say
hmm
you now,
Yeah.
knowing what you've known over the last,
Yeah.
was it like 8 months or something now?
Yeah, it's about
Versus-
6 or 7, yeah.
I don't know, speaking to yourself 12
Yeah.
months ago, speaking to someone else,
Yeah.
what would be the big things of like, whether it is around slipping up in that
Yeah.
pressure or pushing through and being locked in or whatever these, what are the things that stand out to you of like, oh, that's helpful advice
Yeah.
to earlier version of me or to someone else?
Yeah. I think the main thing I would tell everyone is stick to the plan, the math works.
Yeah.
So, like, there's no magic to it. Like, you follow the food, you follow the workout, and you'll get the result.
Mm.
I think that's what I've seen.
Yeah.
And that's what you've encouraged me to, as
Yeah,
well as
yeah.
all of it. I think I'd say that day one,
Yeah.
and, like, in those moments where you might want to give up, be like, nah, stick to the maths and it all works
Yeah.
out. Like, it's just
Big
logical.
equation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That resonated for me during
Okay.
it all.
The logic side of it resonated?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that different to a previous plan that you would have been on? Like whether you would, because you were gymming beforehand.
Yeah. I don't know. I think when we set ourselves I didn't have a firm goal probably beforehand, and I just was probably complacent. So I think changing the goal means changing like the route to get there,
Yeah.
and that's very important. And I just wasn't happy, so I wanted to shake things up.
Yeah.
And the only way to do that is to do a new food, new workout, change it all up.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can't do the same thing and expect a different result
Yeah.
each time.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then between you and I, obviously we've chatted.
Yeah.
Basically every week
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
the past, 7 months now. So that's quite a while.
Yeah.
And it's nice actually here today to meet
Yes.
you in person.
Finally.
So that's good. But along that journey, I think it's really interesting as well because I know for me, in my shoes, like it's probably interesting for anyone watching or also for yourself.
Mm.
It's obviously you get your role and I have my role, but it's like there's stages to it.
Mm.
Like obviously the first time I ever chat to you, say, "Hey, I'm Guy, I'm Ben.
Yeah,
Cool. This is what we're gonna do."
Yeah.
As it progresses, it becomes very, I don't know. It's almost like the reason we're having calls at the start and the middle and the end,
yeah.
and the way we're communicating throughout changes. I know, especially like the last couple of days, for example.
Yeah.
This week, it's like, how you feeling?
Yeah.
Get a haircut. You know, like
Yeah.
not necessarily that, but it's like
Yeah.
those. That's just the kind of way it's gone.
Yeah.
What's your experience been? Yeah, in terms of our relationship, or like the accountability side of things, or
Mm.
have the calls been useful, or is text better, or any of
Yeah.
that? Like,
I've valued the phone call each week because it's a good time to like chat about the plan, shape things up to improve them if needed. But it's also I value the encouragement. Like each week, I'm like, good, I made it through another week. Guys, very encouraging. Like you've done this. Well, it's been very good to keep pushing me towards the goal. So I think that's all been really good.
yeah,
I think we've also had some good yarns about different things along the way.
yeah,
Particularly when things have gone well, it's like, oh, we're tracking well this week. What else is happening?
Yeah, live
So,
chats.
Yeah, correct.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I mean, you've got to balance everything. Of
Yeah,
course.
absolutely.
But I think like health and fitness within a vacuum is the maths. On the macro, it's well, where does this fit into your life and everyone
Yep.
else's life, and
Yep.
why are we even doing this in the first place? And whether it's jobs, relationships, personal goals, it's got to fit into all of those things. So I mean, that's why any of us are here. No one wants to look bad and have a bad life and feel bad.
No, well,
Everyone wants the
what a
opposite of
joke.
that.
Yeah,
So
correct.
yeah, chatting about those other things as well. I enjoy it. It's been good. So,
Yeah, agreed. It's been really
but-
good.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay. Rapid fire. Best meal and worst meal.
Oh, best meal and worst meal. I'll start with the best because the worst came to me first. But I'll go the best meal. I don't know.
Worst case, that's not good.
There's a couple. I really like the beef salad during the day
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the mustard and honey
yeah,
sauce and that.
yum.
That's so good.
That's the best.
One of the best. And there was another one I used to love. What was it? There's another meal. Oh, actually, no. The Mexican bowls.
Really? Okay.
They were like
Dude, you can
they
eat
were
heaps
the
more of them.
best. Except I had to I gave 3 solid days of the jalapenos, and then they had to go.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah,
spicy
yeah.
for me. But anyway, that was
Hit and
me.
miss.
Yeah, I think I just got a really spicy set of jalapenos. But
Yeah.
Mexican bowl, those beef salads, and you can't beat the minced pasta.
Yeah,
combo.
okay.
The worst one for me was probably the cucumber onion rice cakes.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think that for me I was
It's a
like
bit of a
least
rude
enjoyable.
change from...
The strawberries, it's
Yeah.
like going from sweet to savoury. I think it was more of a punch and a
Okay.
change.
Well, cool. That's an easy...
Oh, and my favourite's the yotes.
Yeah, well, I was
Oats and-
waiting for you.
oats
I was
and
like,
protein.
surely it's going to be the
Yeah.
protein oats.
If I can eat that every day, I can eat whatever else and be fine.
Okay.
You could change anything, but if
Blueberry protein
the one week
oats.
we changed that up, I was
Do you
like,
normally
my whole
put
life, my whole
vanilla,
life changed. Sorry,
vanilla protein
just
with it?
vanilla. Oh no, the protein I do chocolate and honeycomb. At the
Really?
moment. Yeah, like a
And that's-
flavour.
With
Yeah,
blueberries.
yeah.
Okay.
And I've changed the flavour as we've gone along, just whatever I've got.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's good. Keeps things fresh.
Sweet.
So that's why it's like the same breakfast, but like the flavour might change a bit.
Okay. That's awesome. All right. Cool. There's some good meals.
Yeah.
Same thing. Exercises /
Mm.
workouts, best and worst.
Oh, I love bench.
Of course.
Chest day is the best day.
Yeah.
So anytime that's on, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Worst, all workouts good, right? All working out's
Well, I have
fun.
fun working out.
Yeah, I don't know what the worst would be.
Was there any that like just have sucked? Any hard?
I weighted planks are hard,
The
but they're
the
worthwhile.
the side weighted
Oh,
planks.
no, I enjoyed them.
Just normal weighted
Just the
planks.
normal one was like it feels like eternity
Yeah,
when you've got to wait there.
but you have a strong core. How long would you have gone though on those? I can't even remember.
I do 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah.
That is an eternity.
The
Starts
last
to
15
train your shoulders.
seconds, I aged 10 years.
Okay.
But, no, I think just I've enjoyed all the workouts, but that would probably be the one that's the hardest mentally.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Goals to come over the next 6 to 12 months for you,
Mhm.
knowing what you've done now and looking forward into your own future.
I'm keen for a lean bulk to put a bit of size on,
Yeah.
and then be able to cut back a bit later
Yeah.
again and see the progress over the next few months. Yeah,
That's good.
eager to put everything I've learnt in the last 6 months into practice and see what happens.
Amazing. Any final advice for anyone else? Closing statements?
Yeah,
Questions?
no questions. And no closing comments besides the plan works. Stick to it.
It's been good.
Yeah,
I've had a
it's
good
been
time.
Yeah, likewise.
Hopefully you've had fun.
Oh, absolutely. Enjoyed every moment.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Sweet. More good things to come.
Absolutely, that's the plan.
Well, thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries, thank you.
Woo!
All right, done.
Cut.